Welcome back to Stir the Pot. Today we're going to be making a holiday apple cake with no dairy. This is a great way to bring in the new year, and the apples signify a sweet year ahead. This cake is not only good at the holidays and New Year's, but it's good any time of the year or day. Cake for breakfast? Hang out with me till the end and I will show you or share with you what makes this cake extremely delicious. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. The recipe for this will be down in the description, and hit notifications so that you'll get all of our recipes. I also want to thank the ones who have subscribed. It means the world to us, and I'm glad that you're enjoying our videos. Now let's stir the pot. Okay, guys, we're going to start with 3 apples that I have peeled and cored, and I have cut them into very thin slices. The slice on the apple is very important so that it cooks, so you're not eating your cake and getting crispy on it. So we're going to add to this 5 teaspoons of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I went a little over 2. You can do what you want. So you're going to stir this together till your apples are coated. These apples will be so delicious in this cake. Okay, we'll let those sit here and rest. And we are going to come over to mix our dry ingredients. We have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We'll just add this to a bowl. Hey guys, the good thing about this is it just stirs up. You do not have to get your mixer out. We got 2 cups of sugar. This is just your white granulated white sugar. 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to stir this all together before I start adding my wet ingredients to this. Just so it's all mixed up good. This cake is delicious. And it's going to be so moist. Okay, to this we're going to add a 1/4 cup of orange juice. I did use fresh squeeze, but you can use the bottled if you would like, or the canned, or the jarred, or the carton. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 1 cup of vegetable oil. This cake has no dairy in it, by the way. And 4 eggs. And I have beat these up. I left them out to get it room temperature, and I have beat them up. So we're going to add this in. Stir it up, and we're going to have a cake. This cake's also good for breakfast, if you want to have it for breakfast. So I have this all mixed up, and you'll see that it's a very thick batter. That is what you want. So I have my bundt pan. I have already prepared this. I used Baker's Joy, but you could use butter. No, you can't use butter on this one, but you can use flour on it and oil. And I'm going to start by putting a little bit of batter in the bottom. So I did say a little bit, but I meant half. That's why I'm telling you now. I'm just going to shake it out just a little bit because I want it to level out some for me. And then to this, I'm going to put apples in. So this is layered. You're going to put half of your batter, then you will put your apples, and then you'll do the rest of your batter and you'll top it in apples. My apples stuck together a little. I'm just separating them and making a nice layer of apples. Okay, now we'll add the rest of the batter. So I've got the rest of the batter in here. I'll top this off with our apples. And just for good measure, I did get out my cinnamon and sugar because I'm going to add just a little to the top of this as well. Because why not? My recipe will not call for that. So this is a little something extra that I am doing, and you can take the recipe and make it your own as well. You could add nutmeg to it. If you would like cloves, ginger, just make it your own. Take what I have here that's a delicious recipe and put a new spin on it. Okay, so that's there. As I said, I got my cinnamon and sugar. We use this on butter toast, but we're going to be using it on the top, which of course, you know, guys, this is going to be the bottom whenever we get finished with this. But what a delicious bottom that's going to be. So that's it. How easy was that? I do want you to hang around with me till the end. We do have a special topping we're going to add to this, and I'd like to share that with you too. We're going to put this in the oven at 350, and it's going to cook for I would say somewhere around 60 minutes, so 60 to 70 minutes. We'll start checking it at 60 and give me a thumbs up. Also, hit the bell for notifications and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's pull this cake. And look at how beautiful. She's done. We're going to let her sit here and rest, and then we're going to turn her out. Okay, our apple cake has cooled enough that I think we can turn it out. So, fingers crossed for me. Drum roll. How beautiful is she? She is so beautiful. We're going to let this continue to cool as I show you that finale that I promised in the beginning of the video. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. As promised, I'm going to show you what we're going to top this apple cake with. So, what I have here is a little over 1 cup of confectionery sugar, and we're going to add to it some orange juice. So, we're going to start off with a 1/4 cup. We will add to it as we need it, depending on the consistency. So we're going to get a glazed consistency with this. Also, we're going to add to it orange zest. So this was one reason that I used fresh orange juice is because I wanted the zest, and why waste the orange? Not that it would go to waste anyway. We would eat it, but you know what I'm saying. So just stir this together. You do want to stir this till all of the sugar is dissolved. But of course, huh? Look at how beautiful that is with the orange zest in this. The orange glaze is my favorite glaze. Maybe yours too. get notifications so that you get all of our recipes as they come out. I do enjoy sharing these. Okay, that's about beautiful, and it's the right consistency for a glaze as well. So this is going to drip off of that apple cake and down the sides so beautifully. Mm. Now let's pour this glaze on this beautiful apple cake. Now let's see the fruit of our labor. Oh my, it's so moist. All of those apples on the bottom. I left a little bit of apple on the plate. But we're going to bring that over and let it join the party. So, regardless of how beautiful it is, but look how moist. This is a moist cake. Let's start with the apples to see if they're cooked properly. Hmm. They are delicious. They still have just a tiny, tiny bit of crunch. They're not mushy, and for myself, I don't want mushy in my desserts. But let's just taste all of it in one bite. Look at that. Got a piece of apple hanging off there. That is delicious. Not too sweet, not overly sweet. It is the spice in it is delicious. So I hope you guys will enjoy this. Give us a thumbs up. The recipe for this will be down in the description. Subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Until next time, stir the pot.